I often have a hard time describing what this story is about. Is it a story about perseverance, maybe regret, or even friendship? I can never really put my finger on it, but I do know that for whatever reason, it resonates with me. Look Back by Tatsuki Fujimoto is without exaggeration a masterpiece. A story of two girls pursuing their unrealistic dreams both together and separately, with the fates of both their lives dependent on one chance meeting on a rainy afternoon. There's several moments in the story that give you pause and make you reflect on moments in your life, which is amazing for an over 100-page one-shot. Have you ever had a moment in your life where you needed to overcome the overwhelming wall that is talent, with peers passing you by and yourself seemingly lagging behind? Then you would resonate with Fujino's early struggles in trying to become a better artist than her peer Kyomoto. Maybe you had a core moment in your life that you always go back to, a memory of pure bliss with a family member or friend, then the reflection of Kyomoto and Fujino's early life writing together as they create stories, enter competitions, and strive to be serialized, then they would relate to yourself. And just maybe you had a time in your life where you experienced deep regret. Regret for a situation that you could have avoided, that you directly could have changed. And as you progress through the story, you would resonate with the character's deep sadness associated with alternate realities portrayed in the finale. See, Look Back is a linear story that hits all these points and then some. Fujimoto almost pours his entire soul into this one shot, with both characters almost serving as a reflection of himself. A hint to this would be the main characters' names, Fujino and Kyomoto, whose names, if you bring together, would be very close to Fujimoto. But beyond that, many individuals have pointed out a hidden meaning within the backgrounds of certain pages. If you take the first page, title, and last page, you get this hidden message. Don't look back in anger. A fitting message leading into the climax of this story, as well as the circumstances surrounding it. This is where we'll have to enter a bit of a spoiler territory, so you have been warned. The manga Look Back is actually a tribute to the KyoAni arson attacks. It was the unfortunate attack on the Kyoto Animation Studio where a man had unalived 36 individuals, injuring 34. The perpetrator had been convinced that the studio had plagiarized his work, which led to the attack. The incident is paralleled in Look Back as a similar attack is carried under the pretense of plagiarizing, causing an unfortunate accident to happen to one of our characters. There aren't many words in the conclusion of this manga. We see characters involved mourn the losses related to this attack, regretting decisions that have led to these events. But in relation to the hidden message, don't look back in anger, one thing is clear. After our main character accepts the circumstances of everything that's happened, overcoming the regret, no longer mourning, she then proceeds to pick up the pen and write again. No longer looking back in anger, but rather looking back in bliss, to a shared moment they had, and joy they felt at that time. I can't help but think that this is what Fujimoto had felt in regard to the attack. The anger, regret, but finally the acceptance, recalling the fond memories of all the work Kyoto Animation workers had given us, ensuring that they are truly never lost. And I apologize for the somber tone, but this is truly what the manga is near the tail end of it. And this isn't to say that it's the only meaning behind the manga. Some may think that this series is an extension of Fujimoto's creative process, the struggles of writing, competing with his peers, and finally accepting what his work and his style is. Fujimoto one-shots have a knack of keeping me up at night, making me think about several different scenarios, issues, dreams I may have. And I've said in the past, Look Back is no different. It's affected me in ways that no one could even fathom. Not my friends, not my family, no one. You can either view this story through the eyes of two young girls, Fujino and Kyomoto, or through the eyes of Fujimoto himself, and finally through your own personal lens like myself. And that right there is why it's a masterpiece. It's why Fujimoto is as good as he is, and it's why Look Back ruined me, but in a good way. Thanks for watching.